Good morning and welcome. We have discussed how to write the formulas of the coordination compounds by using IUPAC rules. But we told you there are rules by which we will be able to write the formulas of the compound.
Yes, sir.
The second part is, as I said, nomenclature question will be there in the exam. There will be a
Mhm.
question on the nomenclature of the student always. Nomenclature.
Yes, sir.
Next part is how to write student, how to name the coordination compound. This is very important. Name. How will we name the coordination compound students? Important. Now, there is a rule, there are rules which have been given. As I said, naming of mononuclear coordination compound. We must learn the rules, students, given by IUPAC.
Yes, sir.
Let us see what are these rules. And on by using these rules, then we are going to solve question students which can be asked in the paper. Following rules are used when naming the coordination compound. First, cation is named first in both positively and negatively charged coordination entity. Rule number one, student. What is the meaning of this? What do you mean by this? We have to understand it. He is saying cation is named first.
Okay.
And for example, if this is a compound student, if I write this, tell me this is a coordination compound, whatever I have
Mm.
written. Now this
Yes,
is
sir.
made up of two parts. What is that? It has a cation and anion student. Where is the cation and where is the anion? If I break this, what will happen? It will be like 4K plus FeCN6 and 4 minus. ठीक है? Am I right? This is
Yes,
a
sir.
cation and this is a anion. Can you see the cation and anion?
Yes.
There is a possibility. You see other possibilities also there. So in our rule, he says, when I will name this compound student, cation will be named first. What I
Yes,
am
sir.
saying, cation will be named first in every naming. Whatever name I will give, what I will do, cation, I have to name first. For
Yes, sir.
example, if I take another compound, Cr and H3, three students, H2O3. If I take this compound student, Cl3. If I dissociate this, what will happen? This will be CrNH3, 3H2O3 students. This is 3 plus and this is
Yes, sir.
3 minus. Now this has become a cation
Okay.
student. Here the complex is an ion. This is my complex ion. This is an ion. Here complex ion is cation.
Yes, sir.
So depends student. There can be compounds in which complex can be an ion, in which complex can be an ion, and there can be a case where complex can be neutral. For example, in this there is no charge. Do you see any charge?
No,
Yes.
sir.
This is a neutral complex. Note down everything is important. I have told you how many types. This is an example where complex is an ion. This is where complex cation, complex is cation. This is a neutral complex. Three cases I have told you. How many cases? One, two, and three.
Mm.
Can you see that? You
Yes, sir.
please note down everything very important.
Copying, sir. Copying.
Now, first rule says naming will be done so that cation is named first. In this case, potassium will be named first student because potassium is cation. Is it cation?
Mm.
It will be named first here. In this case, this complex is a cation student and chloride will be not named later on because it is a anion. Here is
Okay.
a neutral complex, so no problem. There is nothing above and below. This is the first rule. Second rule, Ligands are named in alphabetically order before the name of the central atom. देखो, there is a central atom. Can you see the central atom in every complex which I have written?
Mm-hmm.
Where is this is the central atom? Iron. This is the central atom. This is
Yes,
the
sir.
central atom. Central atom. I have marked with black pen. What he says, ligands are named in alphabetically order before the name of the central atom. Students, when I will name, ligands will be named first. Before the central, ligands will be named alphabetically. Alphabetically, ठीक है? Before the
Yes,
name
sir.
of the central atom or ion. Number 2 rule. The name of the ligands, I gave you a table last time. Did I give you a table in which I said these are the names of the ligands? Do you have the table?
Mm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In that table, I have given you these are the names which are used for IUPAC naming. Okay? When the ligands name we have given you, anionic ligands, neutral ligands, we have shown a table. That name I will use here. Rule number 2. Rule number 3, student. What it says, names of anionic ligands end in O. Very important point. If any anionic ligand is there, anionic ligand student, their names will end in O. For example, if I write Cl minus, Cl minus is a anionic ligand, the name will be
Mm.
chlorido. I am ending with O. Did you see O in the end?
Yes, sir.
Bromido. And if I have OH minus, this is what we wrote about OH minus. OH minus was written as what? Hydroxo. Hydroxo. This was hydroxo. Hydroxido. Hydroxido, student, IDO. IDO. So last letter is O, student. When there are anionic ligand. Noted point, you have to note down everything.
Yes, sir. Copy.
But for neutral, I am not using that. If this is neutral, I am only using, this was neutral, CO is neutral, I am using carbonyl. Okay?
Yes, sir.
In the table I have shown. For H2O, what name I used for H2O, student? Aqua. Important. For NH3, what I used? Amine.
Yes, sir.
They are very important. There is no
Okay.
charge on them. They are neutral. They are neutral, student. Then he said, those of neutral and cationic ligands are same except H2O for aqua. Important.
Mm.
And amine for NH3. You have noted down. Carbonyl CO, nitrosyl NO. They are placed within enclosing mark. How they will be written?
Mm.
How they are written, student? When they are written, they are written in the brackets. You have seen that. You have
Okay.
seen them. How we write them, students? So we have already shown you when we have written the formula for H2O and H3 parenthesis. We wrote in the parenthesis when written in the formula of the coordination entity. Point noted.
Mm-hmm.
Third point
Yes,
noted.
sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
Any doubt you can ask me, because one question is coming in the paper. We are going to take examples how we
Obviously.
writing the names, because we learn more by doing the question, students, but rules should be known to us one by one. Next rule, fourth rule, what it says? Prefixes mono, di, tri are used to indicate number of individual ligands. If there is a one
Mm-hmm.
ligand, no problem. If there are two, then I use what? Prefix, then I use di. If you have one and
Yes, sir.
if NH3 2 is there, student, then what I use? Di. Amine. What it becomes? Di. Amine. In this case, there are
Mm-hmm.
6. What I will use? Hexa. What will be the prefix? Hexa. This is sign ido.
Yes, sir.
hexacyanide. Oh, because CN is minus student, is an anionic ligand. So last letter is IDO.
Yes, sir.
Then students, he says when the names of ligands include numerical prefix. For example, if I have CH2, NH2, CH2, NH2, this is called ethane 1, 2. This is ethane 1, 2 diamine. Okay? Now there is already 1, 2 here. Therefore, in such cases, what I will use, if I have En2, then I will use, I won't say diethylene diamine, I will use bis, but I will use bis ethane 1, 2 diamine because there is already 1, 2 here inside it. Got the point? When the ligands have got numerals, student, then we will use bis, or if there are 3 of them, tris, 4 tetrakis, and like that. Clear? Noted? Important point. Important point. You have to note every point, student. And they are used to which they refer being placed in parentheses. They are referred in the parentheses. For example, NiCl2PPH3 twice. In this case, for example, student, I will clear this space. What I am trying to say.
Hmm. Yes, sir.
I'm just telling you example. For example, this is a complex NiCl2P PH3 twice, student. PH3 twice.
Hmm.
This is a complex. Here you need, what is this? What it means, student? What is PPH3? This means there are 3 pH groups attached to phosphorus. Okay?
Hmm.
This is a, what is it? Triphenyl. This is triphenyl phosphine.
Okay.
PH3, P is what, student? When I write PH3P, it is triphenyl phosphine. What we call this as
Hmm.
triphenyl phosphine, student. Now there is already tri here, 3. So I don't use di. I don't write di-triphenyl phosphine. What I use, if there is a 2 bis, I will use bis, student, in this case. And I will put it in bracket bis, but then bis triphenyl phosphine, student. Clear? You understood where I used this here? Why did I use this? Not die. Not die. Why? Because this group, student, has got already numeral in it. Triphenyl. Point noted?
Yes, sir.
Note down each and every point. Each and every word, each and every line is important when I will write the name.
Yes,
So note down
sir.
everything. We have to note down everything, student, important. Next, I am coming to the 5th point. Oxidation state of the metal in cation, anion or neutral coordination is indicated by the Roman numerals in the parenthesis. What do you mean by Roman numerals? If the oxidation state of iron is 2 SOC, how will I write? 1, 2. These are called Roman numerals. This is a Roman numeral, student. See that? If iron is 3, then I will write it 4. If I have platinum 4, student, I will write platinum 4 like this. That is the oxidation state of
Yes,
the
sir.
metal in cation, anion or neutral. In cation, anion or neutral will be represented by Roman numeral in the parenthesis, this parent, and I will write the Roman numerals. You know how to write the Roman numeral, just I am saying 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. You know the Roman numerals of the 1. This is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is this one. These are all Roman numerals. ठीक है? Roman numerals. Up to now, any problem? These rules?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now coming to the 6th rule. What the 6th rule says? He says, if complex is a cation, the metal is named same as element. What is the meaning of this? Very important point. Very important. Can I rub this? You have noted down everything.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We must learn the rules, then it helps us in remembering. Once we learn it, we will be easily able to do the question. We will see how easy it will be, and 1 mark minimum question will be there. You can name these compound, student. Sixth part, student. If complex ion is cation, complex ion is cation, student.
Yes, sir.
Here you see the complex is a cation. This one which I wrote. This complex, if this complex is a cation, tell me, is it a cation or not in this case? This is 3 plus. You see 3 plus and C minus. This is a cation complex,
Yes,
cationic complex. In this case, the name of the metal will remain the same. What is the name of this Cr? Chromium. It will remain the same. ठीक है? I will
Yes,
only
sir.
write chromium in this case. But he says, in this case, student, this is a complex cation. The name will be same. If it is cobalt, then I will write cobalt. If it is platinum, I will write platinum. ठीक है? If it is iron, I will write iron. If it is a cationic complex. If complex ion is a cation, for iron, what I write? Iron, chromium, platinum, same as the name of the metal. No problem.
Yes, sir.
What is platinum is Pt, chromium is Cr, iron Fe. But student, if complex is an anion, if complex is anion, students, then what will happen? The name of the metal, student, will be changed, and it will end with a suffix.
Yes, sir.
Which suffix I will use? ATE. ATE. Last letter will become ATE, student. It will be changed. It will not be iron or chromium or this. In this case, this is an example of anionic complex. This one, which is example of the anionic complex, which I wrote. K4FeCN6, students. In this complex is a anion. Yes, tell me yes or no. Why? Because there is a negative charge on the complex. This has a negative charge, student. It is anionic complex. What is this? Anionic. Now in this case, I will not write F iron. It will come.
My Wi-Fi is. Excuse me, sir.
हाँ. बोलो.
Sir, please please.
Can you listen to me, or some problem is there? Check your Wi-Fi. Check your Wi-Fi.
2 minutes, sir. I'm changing it.
Okay.
Yes, sir. It seems fine now.
Okay. My voice is audible? Audible? My voice, you can hear my voice?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm saying if the complex is an
Yes, sir,
anion,
that's audible.
this is an anion, this is an anion negative charge. Then it is not written like iron, it will become ferrate. Ferrate student. I am ending with ATE. See the ATE? ATE will be the used student. So if I have cobalt, then cobaltate. Cobalt will become cobaltate student, ATE. Last letter becomes ATE in the case of the anionic complex students. Note it down, important. ठीक है? ATE, last letter.
Yes,
Iron
sir.
I am writing as a ferrate. I gave you a table last time in which I have given certain lead becomes plumbate student, gold becomes orate for anionic complex. For anionic complex, I have given you in the table. Tell me, did I
Yes,
show
sir.
you the table? What table was there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Table, just very important point. Students, that table is important because we will be using it. This table we have shown you, student, very important. These tables you have already
Hello.
noted. You have noted the tables.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So students, these are the rules on the
मुझे
basis
अभी तो
of
नहीं है
which
कोई.
we are going to name these compounds. Okay. Last rule for the naming of the compound. Last rule. The neutral complex is named similar to that of the complex cation. Neutral complex. What is a neutral complex? We have given you example. Neutral complex like if I have an
I'm sorry.
I,
Yes, sir. Sir, can you please repeat?
I am saying for anionic complex.
Hello, sir. Can you please repeat? My maths are called right now. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm saying for the anionic complex, the metal, the name of the metal ends with ATE. Iron becomes ferrate, cobalt becomes cobaltate. Similarly, nickel becomes nickelate.
Yes, sir.
And for gold, we have shown a table last time in which I said gold becomes orate, lead becomes plumbate, silver becomes arginate. These are the points to be noted for a complex anion. When anion is a complex student, here is a complex anion which I have shown. This is carrying a negative charge.
Yes, sir.
This is a cationic complex. Cation is carrying a complex is carrying a positive charge. Then I am saying if the neutral complex molecule is there, neutral means like this. Tell me, is it this compound, does it have any charge? NiCO4. This is neutral complex.
Okay, sir.
Neutral complex students. When I will name this, there will be nickel will remain as nickel in this case. There will be no change in the name of the central metal atom. It will remain nickel only. So these are the rules, students, which we are going to use to name the compounds. Any doubt in these rules? I've
Yes, sir.
written, these rules are given in the NCERT book, no problem. So these are called IUPAC rules. We have to learn them. And naming of the complex will be done by using these 7 rules which I have told you.
Yes, sir.
Then I am going to take example to name the compound. Okay, here is a list, student. This is a list which I was telling you. Iron in the name in the anionic complex student will become, iron will become ferrate, copper will become cuprate, lead will become plumbate, silver will become argenate, gold will become orate, tin will become stannate. For the anionic complex, when the complex has a negative charge on it.
Yes, sir.
And we have already told you when we are using bis, tris, tetrakis, those ligands which have numerals already. In that cases, we are using bis, tris, etc. For example, En, ethylene diamine. If I have 3 of this, then it will be tris. I will use a word tris because ethane 1,2-diamine already numeral is there.
Mm-hmm.
Oxalato. So in such cases, student, we will use bis, tris, etc. And these are the neutral ligands which we are naming, student. You see water, aqua, carbonyl. This is double M. Remember, it is double M in ammonia.
Yes,
Pyridine,
sir.
azido, bromido. This is anionic, na, negative charge. So it ends with IDO, IDO. O is the last letter I told you. Chloride,
Yes, sir.
cyanide, fluoride,
Mm-hmm.
hydroxide, nitrito, NO2 minus, NO2 minus. Thiocyanate,
Yes, sir.
O is the last letter. This is a neutral ethylene
Okay.
diamine, no problem. This is a negative charge, so carbonato, O minus 2 oxo. This is also negatively charged oxalato. SO4 is 2 minus sulfato. So O is ending for
Yes,
the
sir.
negative ligands. Wherever there are negatively charged ligands, you are ending with O when you will name these compounds. Noted?
Mm.
Points noted.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now he says, question is given to us. Write the IUPAC name. Important question now coming in the paper. I have said that there are 7 rules I will use. First, let me find out whether
Mhm.
this complex is a cation or anion. First question. How will I
Yes, sir.
name student? Now I will proceed according to the rules. Tell me, is this complex a cation or anion? First question. Is it a cationic complex, anionic
Mm.
complex, or a neutral complex? How will I know? If it dissociates, what will be formed? If it dissociates, student, what will be formed? Cr
Mm.
NH3 3 H2O3. What will be the charge on the top of this? Plus or minus? It will be plus or minus. This is
Plus, sir. Plus,
Cl,
sir. Plus.
it will be 3 plus. Therefore, it is a cationic
Yes, sir.
complex.
Mm-hmm.
I will use the rules. I will use the rules for the cationic complex, students. What rules I told you for cationic complex? That the name of the metal will remain same. That will remain chromium.
Yes, sir.
If it was negative, then I have to end with ATE. ATE. Got my point? That's why I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the question is the ligand, students. Ligands have to be named before the ligands are named before the name of the central atom in alphabetically order. How many ligands are there? What is the name of NH3?
Mm-hmm.
What is the IUPAC name of NH3 here? We have told you amine.
Yes, sir.
Amine. But how many are there? 3. It
Mm-hmm.
will become triamine. Tri means 3 amine. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
What is the name of H2O? Aqua.
Yes, sir.
How many are there? How many aqua are there? 3. Tri
Mm-hmm.
tri aqua. Okay?
Okay.
This is the first information I have. And what he said in the rule, cation is named first. This is anion, student, and this is cation. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Then I have to write the oxidation number of chromium. What is the oxidation number of chromium? Find out. Tell me what is the oxidation number of chromium in this compound, students. Find out now.
Okay.
What is the oxidation number of chromium in this compound? How will we find the oxidation number of chromium in this compound, students? If I take chromium X, what is the ammonia? Is ammonia is a neutral ligand? See here, ammonia is neutral. No charge. Is there any charge on NH3 molecule? Tell me yes or no. Neutral. NH3 is neutral. This
No,
one.
sir.
That means 3 into 0. Water, neutral. Is there any charge on H2O? Tell me yes or no. Is there any charge on H2O?
Yes, sir.
No, sir. Okay. This is also 0. ठीक है? X plus 3 into 0 plus 3 into 0. And Cl, where is Cl? -1 charge on 1 Cl. This is -1?
Yes, sir.
-1. See the -1? It is an anionic ligand. How many are there?
Okay.
How many are there? 3. So
Hmm.
you are saying -1 into 3 student equal to 0. What is the value of X then?
Yes, sir.
Find the value of X. This is 0, 0. Then X is equal to +3. Right?
Yes, sir.
Oxidation number of chromium is 3. How do you write chromium 3? Roman letter 1, 2,
Hmm.
3. Now the name, now we have to write the name according to the rules. The
Okay.
rule says cation is named first. This is my cation. This will be named, this will be the last to be named. And before the name of the metal, we have to name the ligands, but alphabetically. Tell me which will come alphabetically first, aqua or amine?
Aqua. Wait. No. So I mean.
MNO, A, B, C, D, F, G, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, M, N, O, P. So,
Yes, sir.
I mean, A and A are same, but
Hmm.
M comes first, Q comes later. So, how will I start the name, student? Let me change the ink. Then, what is my answer for this in the exam? This is a 1 mark question in the paper. Very important. I'm telling you now, one question is coming. If you have doubt, you will ask me. Because in exam, no guesswork will work. You have to know the answer, student. So how will I start? Triamine. Spelling should be correct.
No, the answer actually.
Double M, eh? This is double M.
Hmm.
In the organic compounds, I use
Yes, sir.
single M. Here it is a double M, student, double M. Triamine. Then after that, triaqua. See, triamine. This is triamine, triaqua. After that, the metal will come. This is a cationic complex. Cationic complex. Therefore, chromium. Chromium. This is Cr is chromium. Oxidation state how much? 1, 2, 3. And I will simply write Cl3 as chromium. Bas, that's all. I do not write
Okay,
tri or any chloride because that is taken care by this oxidation number. Hello. हाँ हो गया ठीक है. Can you see that? How does
Yes,
I
sir.
write the name of this compound? Any doubt? Tell me.
No, sir.
We have to learn it because one question will be there in the paper. I said ki it is difficult to remember the rules, but when we will solve questions, students, then we will be able to learn them. Learning and remembering are two separate things. Chemistry is science. We want to learn it, student. We don't want to do mugging. रट्टेबाजी नहीं चलेगी. ठीक है? तो हमने ये
Yes, sir.
अब कोई देखो आप the before you is a complete table also. This is not given in your book. And I have shown you steps to write. If you have doubt, you can ask me, no problem. Because we are going to solve now few questions from this. Clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we are coming to question number 2, student. In the paper, he says write the IUPAC name. Very important question. Okay, students, write the IUPAC name. All right, you have 1 minute to answer the question. 1 minute for you. We are giving you 1 minute. They are important questions, students. We have to learn them. They are very important. One question is coming in the paper every year. And you will easily get
Yes,
1 mark. Easily we can get 1 or 2 marks in the paper, student. Remember, this is a favorite question.
Mm-hmm.
IUPAC naming.
Okay.
Next will be isomerism, favorite question in the exam. Every year, in every exam. Any exam you will write.
Mm-hmm.
How did I proceed it? First, you find whether it's a cationic complex or an ionic complex.
Mm-hmm.
First, you find out is it a cationic complex or an ionic complex, student. First thing I
Yes, sir.
always find out, first step. What is my first step? Tell me. Cationic or anionic complex?
Mm-hmm.
Three types of complex I told you: cationic, anionic, and neutral. Okay.
Okay.
This is a counter ion is which one? Sulfate. What is sulfate? SO4 2 minus. This is negative.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Yes,
what
sir.
will be this? This will be CO NH2 CH2 CH2 NH2 3 students twice. This will go up, student.
Mm-hmm.
3SO4 2 minus. This twice means I will putting this here instead of this, and then how much charge will be there? This 3, this is 3 plus charge. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Total charge 2 into 3 plus 6, 3 into 2 minus 6, 0. Any compound I write, you know what is the meaning of that. If I write AX BY, student, that means it is A Y plus and B X minus. Got it?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Total
sir.
charge has to be 0 for the complex. This is a cation always, first one. And second one is always an ion. Any compound you take. If I say CaCl2, what it means? This 2 goes where? On the top of this, it becomes Ca2 plus. This is 1, it becomes 2Cl minus.
Mm-hmm.
Total charge plus 2 and minus 2, 0. Same thing.
Okay.
This is a way to learn it. If any doubt is there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is a complex. So it is a cationic complex.
Hmm.
First thing is, first information is that the question is a cationic complex ion. Okay? Then in this case,
Yes,
the
sir.
cobalt will be named as cobalt. If it was an anionic complex, then cobalt will become cobaltate. But this is
Mm-hmm.
cationic or neutral. Therefore, no change in this. What is the ligand here
Okay.
inside this, student? Which ligand is this? The ligand, what is this? This is ethane 1,2-diamine, student. Ethane 1,2
Diamine.
diamine. Ethane 1,2-diamine, student. It is also called EN, ethylene diamine. Ethylene diamine. Short form of that is ethylene diamine. How many are there, student? 3. There are 3 of that.
Mm-hmm.
So cation is named first and anion is named second in every compound. So what is the name then? Tell me. You have 30 seconds. You have got this information.
Mm-hmm.
There is a numeral inside this. Numeral. Numeral means numbers. Then I will use what? Bis, tris, tetra, kiss, like that. How many are there?
Mm-hmm.
3. I will use
Yes.
tris. 3 means tris. And I will put the name of this in the parenthesis. Parenthesis.
Okay.
The rule, whatever rules I told you. What is the name then? What is the name of this compound then, student? How will I write the name of this compound, student? Only one ligand is there.
Yes, sir.
So what I am using tris. Three है ना, three tris. Then in the bracket this ethane 1 2 ethane 1 2 diamine.
Yes, sir.
And they use ethylene diamine. Ethylene diamine. Tris ethane 1 2 diamine. Then cationic complex. This name is cobalt. We have to find the oxidation number of the cobalt. What is the oxidation state of the cobalt? Find the oxidation number of cobalt. You have, what is the oxidation number of cobalt in this compound, student?
I'm finding, sir.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oxidation number of cobalt in this compound, student. This is CO. I'm
So,
writing.
answer, sir. Done,
Okay,
sir.
okay, you do it. I'm not doing anything. We have to find the oxidation number of cobalt.
Hmm.
If it is X, what is En? This ethane 1 2 diamine is what? Neutral ligand?
Yes, sir.
Neutral means what? This is written here also. Yeah. Ethylene diamine. You can see this is a neutral ligand. Neutral means there is no charge on it.
Yes, sir.
Then means 3 into 0 is equal to plus 3. Then what is X? Plus 3. The oxidation number of cobalt is plus 3. Any doubt?
Okay.
So what I will write? Trace ethane
No,
1
sir.
2 diamine cobalt 1 2 3 student. ठीक है?
Mhm.
Then what is the last step? What is the last step, student? Here. What is the last step? This is the, what is the counter ion? What is the name of this counter ion? The negative ion. What is the ion? Sulfate. Sulfate. Bas,
Mhm.
that's all. This is the correct IUPAC. Got it? How we have written? Tris ethane 1 2 diamine cobalt 1 2 3 sulfate. This is the correct IUPAC name of this compound, student. This one. In the exam, they only want this. This is your personal work. If you have learned it, then you will do it faster. Otherwise, you have
Yes,
to
sir.
take a rough paper and do and give the name finally. Even if spelling mistake is there, then there will be no mark. Every spelling should be correct. ठीक है? Okay. Another question on the screen. Question number 3, student. He says write the IUPAC name, students. Write the IUPAC. You have 1 minute. हेलो, हाँ ठीक है। Write the IUPAC name.
Yes.
How will we do this? See, first thing is we have to find what is the cation and what is the anion. Interesting question. In chemistry, you know, cation is written first and ion is written after that. Clear? Yes or no? Tell me. Any compound take.
Yes.
Any compound. You take NaCl. What it means? This is positive. This is a cation. This is an ion. Always remember, cation is first. So there are two complex here. Two complexes. Which will be cation? First one or second one? These are complex of silver students. So first one, this will be a cation student,
Yes, sir.
and the second will be an ion. In this compound, you have two complex students together. A cationic complex as well as anionic. This is a coordination compound which has cationic plus anionic complex. Both are present. Okay? This is my cationic complex. This is anionic. Now silver, you know, you have seen in the transition element 3D series student. This is belonging to oxidation state of +1 Ag. Silver shows oxidation state of +1.
Yes, sir.
Coinage metals, you know, coinage metal, copper, silver, gold. They were present. They have one electron in the D10S1, D10S1. Therefore, I can write it like this student AgNH3 2 plus and AgCN2 minus student. Now this we have to name them. How will you name a cationic complex and how do you name an anionic complex student? If this is my cationic complex student, what will be the name of this? Tell me. Ligands are, what are the ligands here? NH3. What is the name of NH3
Yes, sir.
student? Amine. How many are there? Two. Diamine. This is diamine. This is a cationic complex. Therefore, the name of silver will be silver. What is the oxidation number of silver here? What is the oxidation number of silver here? What is the oxidation number of silver? Tell me in this compound. What is the oxidation number of silver in this compound, student? What is the oxidation number of silver in this compound? This is X, then this is 0 is equal to +1. Therefore, that is +1. Right? So, what is the name of this?
Yes, sir. Right, sir.
This, what will be the name of this? What will be the name of this? Will become diamine. This is diamine. Silver 1. Is it correct? The name of this one. Diamine, silver 1. That's all. What will be the name of the other one? Next you have, student, what is the next thing you have here? AgCN2 minus. This was cation, student. This is anionic complex. This is anionic. So what is the ligand here? Cn. How many? 2. What do you call this as? Dicyanide. What do you call this, student? What do you call it? Cyanide. Now, what will be the name of the silver because it is an anionic complex? What I told you, if it is an anionic complex, then what is the name of silver? Tell me. In the table, you have a table, student. Find out. This is an anionic complex, student. What will be the name of silver from the table? Give me the name of silver, student. Tell me. You have the table?
Yes, sir.
What is the name of silver in if it is anionic? What do you call? You don't call it silver.
So, sir, it's called arginate.
Spelling. Tell me the spelling wrong. Then no marks will be. Huh?
ARGENATE.
Argentate. Argentate.
Yes, sir.
What is the oxidation number of silver here? What is the oxidation number of silver here, students? How will you calculate the oxidation number? Same way. Take it X.
Yes, sir.
What is the oxidation? What is the oxidation number of CN? CN is an ionic ligand. Plus 2 into minus 1. Minus 1 for each equal to minus 1. Then what is X? And the value of X. What is the value of X? What is the value of X coming, students? X minus 2 equal to minus 1. What is X then? Minus 1 plus 2. What is that? Plus 1. Silver is plus 1 oxidation state here also. Right? Tell me. Is it correct or not? Tell me. Oxidation number. Plus 1. Is it right or wrong? This is also then 1. Then what will be the IUPAC name of this compound now? Cation is written first, student. Where is the cation? Cation, then my name is di. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fine now. Fine now.
What is the IUPAC name of this then? Di.
So, sir, can you please wait? Sir, can you please wait? I couldn't hear anything for like 5 minutes.
Okay. Diamine silver. Cation is named first. Oxidation state 1. Anion, this is anion will be named second, student. That is dicyanide because it is an ionic complex. Argentate and oxidation number 1. This is the correct IUPAC name of this compound.
Yes.
You can see that we have to work hard in this case, student, but question will be there in the paper. We have to use and the rules which I have told you. And I cannot, even if spellings are wrong, then my marks are out. We have to write the correct spelling, correct formula. By practice, we will learn, students. One important question is coming in the paper, student, from this nomenclature. Always, there is no paper in which this question is not asked. Nomenclature is the most important question, student, in the coordination compounds. We have to learn it, and it is easy. It's not difficult. That's what I'm saying. Easy mark for us. So we will be able to write the IUPAC names of the coordination compounds. You have learned it.
Sir.
And you can practice some more questions which I will give you. And then we will take another class at 9. Another class will be there at 9 p.m. There we will talk of isomerism.
Yes, sir.
Isomers in coordination compounds, student. And question will be there in the paper.
Okay.
Because this topic has got isomers.
I'm sorry, sir. Sir,
Huh?
sir, I have math class till 9 today.
What do you want?
Sir, today I have maths class till 9.
9, you can take at 9:30. ठीक है? Or you want to take
Okay,
at
sir,
8?
9:30. Thank you.
No, you want to take at 8?
No, sir, I have maths from 7:30 to 9.
Then I will give at 9:30.
Okay, sir.
9:30 is
Thank you.
okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, fine, sir.
Okay. Because I want to finish the course. Finish the course.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. 9:30. All right. Okay, then we'll see you at 9:30.